Hey there, this is Ashley with Booster Designs, and I want to just kind of walk through a site that I just created. And rather than talk about the design side of things, I wanted to talk about some of the tools that I used because one of my favorite tools in the world is Elementor. I can build sites really fast, and now you can actually start to build really complex sites with a lot of speed as well. And when you combine that, man, it just really opens up the doors for you with regards to possibilities and whatnot. So I've created this site here, and the goal is to basically it's an aggregate. I'm just aggregating content that's out there. I'm a big Notre Dame fan, and I love college football. And so the goal of this site then is to every day during the season, I will post about 4 or so of the top links regarding this particular team. And so all of this is set up with custom fields and using dynamic features with Elementor. So basically, each of these days are an individual post. On each individual post, then there's a title field. We can actually go over here and look at how this is set up. So this is May 13th, and we've got all these different custom fields set up. I've got the advertising image set up, which is right here at the bottom. So we've got the image set for that. We've got the link to where that goes. If you check this, then it notifies it on the front that it's breaking news, and so it's going to show up like this. And again, all this has been stylized then in Elementor here. If it's left blank, then there's nothing showing, and it just looks normal, and as it should. So we've got that, and then we've got the different titles here, and all this is pulling the content then on the front end of the site. We've got the link to the actual articles, because I'm not actually writing these. All this is just me, like I said, aggregating the content and then directing users to these different sites. If they click it opens to a new tab, whatnot. So, and I'm able to link then. I'm able to pull on the front end here this image dynamically, but more than that, I'm also able to link it dynamically as well. So let me actually show you how this is set up here. This is what the listing item here. All right, so we've got this here, and it's pulling the ACF field title 1, and then also the field, the source 1 as well. The same with the image here. We've got this featured image that's being pulled, but it's linking to source 1. And then we've got over here, I've got this as the category label, but then also you can, with ACF, with the custom fields, you can actually allow this to then pull the actual category as well for particular post types. So I have different categories set up for, college football, recruiting, scheduling, those kinds of things. So it's really cool on the different capabilities. And going back here to the back end then, so anybody could fill this out. It's really simple for a user to fill this out. They would just go through, add the source preview, because I don't have the full source there, but I want people to know where this is coming from. So that's where here this is Irish Sports Daily. But if you click it, then it's going to go to the full link. We've got, again, so we have each of these stories listed out here on the back end. Once you fill all that out, here on the front end is how it all shows. So that's just a really, I think, just I'm forever impressed and blown away with the possibilities of dynamic content with Elementor and custom fields. You can do so much, but more than that, with the site then that I love is the capabilities with pop-ups. So I have this little tagline here: curated content for your inbox, and I'm not sure everybody knows what the word curated means. It should be common sense, but if somebody's not really sure what that means, they can click on it and just have a little blurb here that we gather the latest and best stories from the best beat writers covering your favorite team and creating reading a list for your reading pleasure. So we've got that happening there. Also, because of the unique way of the site where I'm adding content to it, I can't add content daily in an off season. There's just not enough articles that it's being written about a team in an off season. So I have this little, it's basically set up as a button, have it set up down here to denote that it's the off season. And when it's in season, I'm going to turn it to green, and that just lets people know if they click it. We've got off season over here. In the way here, but basically, I'm just telling my readers that when it's marked off season, you can expect fewer stories. Generally speaking, they're listed. Have the stories updated once a week. In season, you can expect to see more stories listed daily. So again, that's just another cool way of implementing pop-ups. I've also got it to where hopefully the ideal is that I could scale this and begin adding more teams. So once they have more teams, they can choose another team if they're curious just what's the stories of going on with, maybe you're a sports fan of two different teams. And then I'll have those listed by conference and whatnot over here for them to choose that as well. And then just for my own marketing sake here, I've got some affiliate stuff here. But more than that, I'm going to got some other just basic, features to the site. So this is apparel here. That hasn't been built out yet, but this is Twitter. So I'm going to have a Twitter feed of all of a list for all Notre Dame players. Right now I have national parks because it's not fully built out yet. But then also a link to some podcasts. This has not been stylized or built out as well either. But these are going to be a full list of podcasts that are pertain to Notre Dame football. And again, all of this is being fed dynamically through Elementor and their features with being able to use custom fields. And to me, it's a game changer, and it makes building sites so much easier and much more fast, or much faster. And again, can't do it without Elementor, and just really excited about it. And I think it's going to be a really fun site for me just personally. And I like to share this stuff every now and then so that you can begin to see what the capabilities are. And the sky is the limit. It is not so hard to build websites anymore. And there are so many different things that you can do with your website, especially when you have the right tools. Again, you pair the right tools with a little bit of design sense, and you can come up with some really cool stuff that I think can really just change your business, change your career. The possibilities are absolutely endless now. So just wanted to show you that site. And let me know if you have any questions at all. And you can get in touch with me at hello@boosterdesigns.com or check out the site at boosterdesigns.com.